Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I am finally doing my 3 looks 1 palette with my mini jawbreaker. I'm testing out the highlight and one of the lippies from this collection. It took me so long to get this package that this video got put on the back burner. I'm really sorry guys, but the good part about it is, with my order, because I wanted to get to free shipping, I got a Jeffree Star approved hat, so now I can cover my ugly thermostat with this hat. What do you guys think? Anyway, without further ado, and if you want to see how I created this and 2 other looks, then just keep on watching. And for those of you that are new here, I do have a special needs child. You'll hear him in the background clapping his hands and making noise. He's jealous of anyone or anything that takes my time from him. That being said, let's get into the tutorials. Alright, so it's the next day after filming look 2 and 3. I somehow deleted the footage from look 1, so let's get started. I'm going to start out by dipping into bubblegum, BH Pro number 5, and put this all in the crease. Windshield wiper motions. I love this color. It's so pretty. But boy, are my eyes stained. BH Pro number 8 into this foreplay shade. I'm going to put that in my crease just below that bubblegum shade, just to start creating that depth that I want all the way through the crease and in the inner and outer corner, because I think I'm going to do a halo type look. I'm going to do something a little different from what I actually did the first time, because I don't remember everything I did. But I do remember it was a pinky purple look. So I'm going to go over the edges just softly with that first BH brush we used. Morphe E17 into this purple punch shade. And I want to just put this on the inner and outer corners so we could start getting our halo going. Winging that out. This is such a pretty color, but boy, like I said from yesterday, my eyes are pretty stained. Now I'm going to go over those with the brush we used for foreplay. Ooh, if you guys can hear that thunder. We're about to get some interesting weather, but it's going to be that way for the next couple days, so sorry about the storms in advance. Going to use a Luxie 246 and some of my NYX glitter glue, because I don't want to do the whole concealer thing today. I kind of want to get this filmed before the weather gets here. So maybe I can get it edited and put up today. Alright. Now I'm going to dip into this Bite Me and Darkest Purple with that same brush. And I'm going to work this on the inner and the outer, kind of just tapping it on to start out with, so I can have it laid where I want it. Then I'm gonna switch it off, and I'm gonna dip into this oral shade. Same brush. Love the power of the color switch. And I'm gonna tap this right in the middle of all this glorious purple shimmer we have going on. Flip the brush and dip it back into Bite Me to just reinforce that darker purple so we don't lose it. Then I'm going to take that brush that we used for that purple. I don't have any additional product on here, that purple punch. And I'm just going to make sure those mesh well together. Going back with that first brush we used and buffing some of these harsh edges out. Maybe I'll go in with a little bit of foreplay also and bring back some of the depth we lost with that shimmer. Okay, let me put my face makeup on and I'll be right back. Alright, let's tackle this lower lash line. I am wearing androgyny today. I love this color. Anyway, I'm going to take a ColourPop E11 into Bite Me. And I think I better spray this. And yeah, let's do it. I think I'm going to leave the middle open and put some of that oral shade in the middle. I'm going to take my Sigma E05 brush and dip it into that oral shade and spray that as well. And put that on that middle part. So we are cohesive with the other side. I mean the top. If that makes any sense. Morphe M321 into a little bit of foreplay and bubblegum mix. And I'm going to buff that purple out. On that whole lower lash line, connecting it with the top. I love the way this is coming out. So I color switched off that M321 and I'm going to dip into the diamond wet highlight that I picked up with this collection. And I think I'm going to spray this. I do not want glitter all over my face, but I'm going to pop that on the inner corner just to make that inner corner really, really pop. And just along the brow bone. Yes. You can take that very first brush we used and make sure everything is blended nicely. And yeah, let me throw on some eyeliner, mascara, lashes, something in my waterline, and I will be right back. Okay, so I put some Insomniac by ColourPop in my waterline and my Gaia, Lilly lashes. Anyway, and yeah, I had the hardest time with my lashes and my hair today. I just am starting to think this video is not meant to be filmed. But anyway, now that look number 1 is all done, let's get into 2 and 3, which were really 1 and 2 because I lost 1. Anyway, let's get to that. Gonna start out with this fluffy BH blending brush. The numbers are gone on it, and I'm gonna dip into double scoop, and I'm gonna put this in my crease. And I started to film this, like I said, over a week ago, and I ended up with family coming to visit, and let's face it, who's gonna be like, oh, I'll wait to visit with you because I gotta film. But no, the grandkids, well, they're my step grandkids, but you can't tell me that. And my stepdaughter came, and it was, you know, it was a really fun time and all of that. So yeah, sorry guys. And then, like I said, I mean, I was blown away at how long it actually took me to get this palette in. BH Pro number 8 into Hot Fudge because I want to darken up this outer V. And I'm gonna try to make this a wearable look, so to speak, because I know not everybody wants big flashy colors all the time. Of course, if you're buying this palette, I would think you would be more into that, but if you're not, this is going to be our dulled down version. We were gone this weekend, so Thomas is pretty wound up. He got a good night's sleep because he was in his own bed last night. And yeah, there might be a lot of clapping. Gonna go back with that first brush with no additional product and just soften these edges. Anyway, this might be a bit of a noisy tutorial, but we'll see. I'll play with them in between. Now I'm just going to take a little more of that Hot Fudge on that same brush and work that on my lower lash line a little, about halfway. Let me open this up. There we go. Alright, so I wanted to bring this in just a little more. So it's just about halfway. And again, going back and softening that edge ever so slightly. Now I'm just going to use my finger into this slice shade. Isn't that so beautiful? And I'm going to tap that on the remainder of my lid and kind of fade it into that brown color. Then I'm going to go back with that brush with no additional product and go around the edges of that shimmer. And I feel like we're trying to lose that yellow, so I am going to tap just a little bit into that and try to reinforce it just a little. And for some reason, my eyes just want to turn to mud today. Look at that. I guess it could be worse. So I'm going to try to color switch this off just a little. And blend ever so gently. And I think I'm going to start bringing that on my lower lash line as well. And I did get some fallout from that shimmer, if you guys can see that. And now, since in my opinion there is no highlight for the inner corner or the brow bone, I am going to dip into the Brain Freeze palette. And I want to see... No, let's just... We're wearable. I promise we're staying wearable. And I'm going to put a little bit on the brow bone and on that inner corner for some pop. And you could probably use almost any highlighter in your collection for this step. So I'm just using this palette because I think a lot of people may have both in their collection. So that's why I went with this. And one more time, going around all these edges and making sure we are blended pretty decently. And yeah, let me put on some liner and mascara and I shall be right back. Alright, so I used my Ico eyeliner for my wing, which doesn't look too bad today, I can admit that. And yeah, and I used my Better Than Sex mascara because this is the mascara that I would use if I wasn't wearing falsies, and for the sake of timing and my eyeballs, I don't put false lashes on when I do multiple looks. But let's get on to look number 3. Now, for look number 3, I am going to cheat a little, and I'm going to go in that shade right there. See that word? I don't like using that word. And yeah, I'm going to start out with this in my crease. I done this look on Saturday with my daughter when I done her makeup, and I loved it so much. I wanted to recreate it for you guys, for those of you that have both palettes. So, even though it's a little cheating because I'm getting a color from another palette, I can't help it. I absolutely think this is a stunning look. So if you have both palettes, maybe you'll like it too. And if you recreate any of my looks, definitely tag me on Instagram, because I'd love to see how they came out for you. If you like the way the shadows blend and perform. Yeah, I just chit chat. That's my goals. Then I'm going to take this E17 from Morphe into this purple punch color. This is such a pretty color. But let's get her down. This is a really awkward angle. I definitely need to consider a better camera setup for when I do looks like this, but I don't want to zoom you guys, or put it too far away from me where you can't actually see what I'm doing, because then it defeats the purpose, in my opinion. Now, what I'm going to do today that I did not do on Saturday is I'm actually going to cut out my crease, like a half cut crease situation. For that, I'm going to use my C2 Jeffree Star concealer. I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the back of my hand because I really want the next shade we're going to use to pop. So let's cut out this crease and yeah, see how I like it with a cut crease. Alright, now I'm going to take this BH number 9 from the Pro set, and I'm going to dip into Bite Me. And I'm not even going to spray this. I'm just going to tap that right along that center, meeting it with these outer purples. And then I'm going to color switch that off. And I'm going to dip into this Orange Crush right here. This shade is kind of like a matte and kind of, I don't know, you'll see, watch. It has a little sparkle to it, and I am in love with this shade. I'm just saying. I think I'm going to see what happens. Let me go get a setting spray. I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know if you can do this, and we'll give it a shot, because I've never really tried to spray a kind of matte shadow. Yeah, see, I used my finger on Saturday, and that's what I'm going to do again. Because it really, look at that difference. Can you guys see that on camera, that difference? That shade, I love this shade. This is just so beautiful. And the last thing I did was go into the actual Jawbreaker palette, into this shade here called Orange Juice. And I just picked it up with my finger, and I just tapped it to make those two, that purple and that orange, kind of meshed together. And yeah, I was really feeling this eye look when I got done with it. Can you go back with that brush with the that we used the purple on? And just a little bit of touch-up work here. And yeah, let me wash off this side and maybe do this side on this eye. And yeah, I'll be back with the lower lash line portion. Alright, I am back. I have both eyes matching except for the wings, but I suck at wings. So I think I want to dip into Bite Me. I can't remember which one I put on the lower lash line, but I think it was this Bite Me shade. So, and I'm going to definitely spray that because I just spent the last, I don't even know how long trying to perfect this makeup, which I will have in the description box. I'm just gonna real tight have that up against that lower lash line. And I should have maybe did the orange, but we're going with it. I'm gonna take from Dominique Cosmetics this DS02 like flat brush, and I am going to dip into this Orange Crush shade and definitely tap it off. And I'm going to buff this along the lower lash line to buff out that purple. And because I'm loving this shade, this Orange Crush shade is definitely beautiful. It's what I thought that FUCK shade that I used in the transition would be more like. And yeah, that's just stunning. Alright, so after thinking about it for a bit and trying to mess with my wings and yeah, messing up my eyes even worse, I'm just going to dip into this Jawbreaker shade. Again, you can use an actual highlight shade from the palette for this step, or you could go in with Virgin if you want to keep it more matte, that white Virgin color. But I like to be sparkly, so I'm going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner with this shade, and I think I'm going to spray it for my inner corner. Just a little spritzeroo, just so she pops, and we'll see how I like that. And you know, yesterday, Saturday, I actually used this khaki shade from the palette for my inner corner. And let me just put that on top of this and show you guys, because this looked stunning as well. Put that on the other side. And yeah, they don't look that much different. I can live with that. And oops. Okay. Drag a little down this lower lash line as per usual. And yeah, let me pick out some lashes and we will get back and try out this, my first impression on this highlight. Alright, so I used my superhero mascara and my inky minky lashes in Kitten, which I can't get to curl today, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, now I picked up Diamond Wet. This will be my first time trying a Super Frost highlight. And yes, that is so pretty. And let's dip her in. I'm not sure. It seems really hard pressed, but let's just see. And holy glitter. Oh my god, do you guys see all that? Is definitely, if you're not into a glittery highlight, I would pass on this because it is extremely glittery. Extremely. But we're rolling with it today. Not sure how I feel about it, but yeah. I don't think I like this as much as the Brain Freeze, I gotta admit. I like the colors in the Brain Freeze palette. I like those shimmers better, without a doubt. This is woo, hella glittery. Let's spray her down and yeah, try to pat some of this glitter in, maybe. I mean, it's a stunning highlight. There's no doubt about it. It's just, it's glittery for my taste. Okay, now that I feel like a glittery hot mess, I also got the lippy. I believe this is called Totally Nude or something. Fully Nude. It's Fully Nude. And I am going to pair it, I think, with my Huda Beauty in Bombshell. And yeah, let's see about these lips. Yeah, I gotta say, when people talk about his velour lips, I get it now. I wore Androgyny last week, and I ate, I drank, I smoked a cigarette. Shh, don't tell nobody. But yeah, and it stayed on. So I'm assuming this is gonna stay on just as beautifully. I really like this color, and yeah, let me do my hair and we'll come back with some final thoughts. Alright guys, I'm back and I decided to put a little wet peach on top of this lip because I thought it looked really stunning. And yeah, this is the final look. Tell me which look was your favorite down in the comments. I would love to know which one you liked the best. I definitely think by far this one is my favorite, but that's me. Now, on the collection, I love this velour lips. I'm so glad I got it. The Mini Jawbreaker palette, I really like this palette. There's not a whole lot I feel like I can do with it, but it's cute. If you know, if you want to try Jeffree Star's formula and you can't afford any of his bigger palettes, I think it's really cool that he came out with a little mini teaser. I hope he does more of these because yeah, I like, sometimes smaller palettes are easier, especially for people who are new to makeup, to come up with looks. Sometimes it's not, but you know. Anyway, as far as this highlighter goes, this is a pass for me. I feel like I have glitter all over my face, and that's not my vibe. I think it would be beautiful on the inner corner, but yeah, it's not something that I'll put on my cheeks again. I'm sorry. I love the Brain Freeze palette. I absolutely love the highlights in there. This one is just a definite pass for me. I'm not into glittery. I don't know if you can see on camera how absolutely glittery that is. And no matter what I do, it doesn't seem to go down. But anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. I hope you'll take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel. Me and Thomas would love to have you around for more videos. And yeah, for me and Thomas, all of you, lots of love. We will see you on the next Teresa Tries tutorials. Have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye guys.